Story of the Buddha. (51) Then Upatissa asked Venerable Assaji, "What is the teaching of the Buddha?" Assaji replied, "I will tell you the meaning of the Buddha's teaching very briefly. The Buddha said that there is a cause for everything, and he also taught how things decay. Upatissa was so clever that when he heard this he understood that whatever comes into existence will also decay, and he attained the first stage of enlightenment. Then he thanked Assaji, asked him where he might find the Buddha, and left. (52) After this encounter Upatissa was filled with happiness, and went straight to see Kolita. He told Kolita what the noble monk Assaji had told him. Instantly, Kolita also understood the Buddha's teaching and attained the first stage of enlightenment. Finally, the two friends went to see the Buddha. They asked him to accept them as monks, and the Buddha agreed. After practicing diligently, they both attained errantship. Later, they became the Buddha's chief disciples and were known under their monks' names as Sariputta and Malana. (53) When the Buddha was living at Rajagaha, a conference was held at Veluvana on the full moon of the third month of the year. (1,250) monks attended the meeting. They were all errants, and all of them arrived on the same day. (54) On this special occasion, the Buddha told his disciples to practice and teach following the same basic principles. The essence of this teaching was, do not do anything bad, do good and purify your mind. (55) When King Suddhodana learned that his son had become a Buddha and was staying at Rajagaha, he sent an officer to invite the Buddha to Kapilavatthu. The Buddha promised to visit his family. So one day the Buddha took his disciples to Kapilavatthu. They arrived in the evening and stayed in a garden outside the city. The next morning, the Buddha and his disciples went to the city to beg for alms food. (56) When the king found out that the prince was begging for food, he felt very angry and disappointed. He asked his driver to take him straight to the Buddha. When he saw the Buddha, he spoke to him in an angry way, "My son, today you have done a most disgraceful thing to the royal family and me. Have your ancestors ever done such a thing? Have they ever accepted food like beggars?" "57. The Buddha spoke calmly to his angry father, "Father, I am not following the custom of my worldly ancestors. I am following the tradition of the Buddhas of the past. All past Buddhas begged for food, to inspire people to follow the teachings. Then the Buddha explained some basics of the Dharma to the king. Then King Suddhodana calmed down and asked the Buddha and his disciples to accept food at the palace. "58. In the palace, after finishing a delicious meal, the Buddha taught the Dharma to the king, his relatives, and other people. Then he took 2 of his senior disciples to see Yasodhara, the cousin he had married at the age of 16, and Rahila, his son. Yasodhara was very sad. The Buddha could see past lives, and he compassionately told her about the good actions she had done in the past and explained the Dharma to her. "59. Later Rahila, who was 7 years old, was ordained by the Buddha and became the first novice in the Buddhist tradition. A novice is someone who is in training but has not yet taken the full vows of a monk or nun. Besides Rahila, the Buddha also converted his stepbrother Nanda and several princes of the Sakya clan. Among them were his cousins Ananda and Devadatta.